What's up everyone, it's Jambors, new video, and in this one I would like to talk about why I like to shoot photography, but in general, in ugly places, in places which feels uneasy, which are incorrect, which are not posh, which are not perfect, which are not polished, which are simply somehow authentically wrong, decayed, decadent, not taken care of, contrasting. Let's talk. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm very glad you're here. Subscribe, share, buy me a coffee and whatsoever. This is what you can do and write in the comments below, but let me talk about how I approach my photography and why I'm choosing ugly places to shoot. One of the most important reasons, and maybe this is the first and the only valid reason I will tell you, is that I like things which catch my eye, which are somehow weird, strange, mysterious, dark, aesthetic in the way that it's not right, but it's right the way it is. It's not polished by a man the way that they really make it polished, but it's kind of made by man and destroyed by man and by time and whatsoever. Things which are catching my attention, which are maybe a little bit dystopic, but which also helps my portrait photography and to my models to shine. Of course, now what you see, I've been to Craiova, Romania, which is a very nice, lovely city, but it was missed. It was ugly time, kind of a little bit, and also this is a city of contrast in this western south of Romania. It combines aesthetics which are not very relevant or like working together, you know, like 90s, a socialistic era, modern times, and also the elder times. It's all there, all together. Like, I'm not architect, so I cannot tell you exactly the styles, yes. And brings in this cocktail which makes no sense, but somehow together creates the place feeling authentic, feeling, you know, there is something about it which maybe when I was younger I wouldn't really understand, agree with, or even didn't like it. But now I feel those are the aesthetics which makes my photography not shine. This is too, that would be very arrogant to say, but those are the things which I just enjoy to watch and catch and have, because they talk somehow. They bring another story. They are not perfect. Maybe it comes also from my background when I'm not from like a wealthy family, complicated things, those family stuffs whatsoever, but I was, you know, down, I was high, down and high, or like how would you say it, doesn't matter, but I've not a part of the world which is posh, and maybe this is not attractive for me anyhow, even though I like cars, I like palaces whatsoever. This is not my real, this is not I feel my reality, and maybe this why it, but those ugly, rusty, broken stuff works for my eye perfectly, and I found a pleasant thing to see them through photography. I think they bring kind of a story, they bring kind of a vibe. They are, you know, and this is a very weird to say, but they don't feel fake. They feel very, very real, authentic. And even though I don't like to this authenticity to be part of my life in general, I like a little bit higher standard, let's say, like, come on. I enjoy to watch it because it's mysterious for me. It's, in my opinion, mysterious for my photography, and this is also the reason why I decided to catch and follow those things, those places, this shadow play, this unease feeling. Something is wrong with this place. There is something not all right, but there is also a perfection in it somehow, how it is. I think it brings thoughts. I think those places let you think about your own life. And that's where I would like to go, because those weird aesthetics, this ugliness, all this, what it's in contrast to beauty. That's also why I really like to take my models to places which are not very beautiful, but they create a nice contrast between the beauty and the rest. It somehow, it's inappropriate, doesn't belong, but let you really think or focus where you should or where I want you to do. And I like to see those places just throughout my lens, because I think they're attractive after all. They are not boring. There is not boredom in it. There is this feeling, even though maybe once they were absolutely boring, they let me think, they let me feel. And I think emotion and thought are the two most important things in photography in general. This is not, of course, the reason why I would tell you like do the same. No, because I think this goes because I feel it. And you might love shooting architecture, which is perfect, beautiful, somehow better 100%, and I wouldn't take it from you, and maybe I would love your photos. I think this is the fascinating thing about photographers when they are trying to catch their own thing, because I think this reflects somehow their own feeling, and that's why this photography work. That's why those photographies in general work, and that's why there is no reason to copy paste somebody else, because you don't understand the feeling behind that person, why that person is actually shooting this, why this person seeing this, what is attractive for that person to shoot this place or in this area. Why the hell, what the hell, what it's on it. But for me personally, this somehow works, and I do it for myself a lot, because those things I'm shooting because I like it visually. And maybe that's the reason why you also like it visually from me. But you wouldn't like it from yourself, for example, because you maybe even don't see the same aesthetic in the way how I see it. And that's absolutely fine. And that just tells you, look around yourself and shoot things you feel right, right for you, which are attracting your eye, which are attractive for you, which really makes you think and feel. And then just, and I think it might really work. And this is the inspiration for you I wanted to bring. I hope you enjoyed the photos also. You can buy my preset on Buy Me a Coffee if you would like to try my aesthetics also of post-production. This filmic kind of look, which I really would like to, I like to give this edge to it, this feeling, and this is additional to my story to really bring in the depth. This is what you can do. You can buy me a coffee either way and support me this way. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.